Hey guys, okay, so today we're going to talk quickly about what to think about in every discovery call that you go on to make sure that you have an opportunity worth pursuing and putting your time into. Okay, so the first thing you want to find out is what is a challenge that they're having that's worth fixing. If we can't come out of a discovery call with one or two things that they really need to fix, it's going to be a really tough struggle to continue the conversation, to get a BP, to get a proposal, and to eventually get a close. So you really want to find something that we can do, that we can help that business owner with in terms of fixing a problem in their business, because you also want to find out, if not Insperity, what other solution have they thought of, or are they thinking of, or considering to solve this problem, to fix the challenge that they're having. You want to find out that answer, so eventually later down the road, you can monetize that solution and compare to what it would cost for Insperity, or what the solution would bring versus an Insperity solution. So what is worth fixing? And if not Insperity, then what other solution? What is their urgency? Like, why now? Find out why hasn't this been a challenge that you've had to fix prior to today? Is it a renewal? Is it we're coming up on the first of the year? Somebody is retiring or leaving the business and they need to find a replacement for said challenge by a certain date. Because once you have that urgency nailed down and you ask that question, you can build out a timeline. Okay, so if this were to make sense, let's say we go through the evaluation process, we take, the next couple of weeks to put the numbers together and to get the data and to put a benefits strategy in place. When do you want to ideally get started for this? Build out a timeline for them, put it into the proposal when you build out your proposal so that it is written down and something that they can visualize and agree to. All right, budget. This can be kind of a lengthy conversation, so I might do a part 2 on this, on how to talk about budget, but you want to find out, what are they looking to do? Do they have money to invest? Do they need the investment to completely break even? Or are they looking to cut costs? Are they looking to find a savings? But how much, guys? You want to find out, how much are they willing to invest? Why do they want to break even? Or how much do they need to save for this to make sense? All right, why wouldn't they buy? You guys, you need to figure out the roadblocks. Did they just change payroll providers? Do they have a brand new HR person that needs to get their feet under them? Did they just renew their benefits? Did they just sign a 2-year contract with a Paycor or Paylocity or something like that? Find out the barriers onto why they would say no, so that you can figure out a path forward to see if it's something that we can get through. Decision makers, do you have the people in the room that you need? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but ask the question. Is there a CFO or CEO that needs to weigh in on this if you're not already talking to that person? Is there a board? Is there a husband or wife involved? Is there a consultant? Is their accountant going to want to weigh in on this? Ask the questions how they make decisions and see how you can incorporate them into a conversation. And then last but not least, always set a defined next step. Always put something in your calendar to have something to work towards with your next step with that business owner. So a lot of things to think about as you go into discovery calls. If you don't get them all in the first meeting, just know what you have to go back to next time. But if you can capture this data accurately, you will have a really good idea whether or not an opportunity is worth pursuing. I hope that helps, and happy prospecting.